everyone, my name is Chloe. I'm here in the options office in Cambridge with my colleague Michael French, deployments manager based in our Cambridge office. He is an alumni of the University of Cambridge and has been working with us since 2016.
That's right.
Michael, thank you for joining me. Would you be able to walk me through your career journey since starting university?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a kind of one and done in a way, which is a bit of a surprise. I joined the university in 2013. I did a regular 3-year course, graduated in 2016. And then after that, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go with that kind of career. So I was kind of looking at different options, and I looked at a couple of recruitment agencies. And through them, I found the company I'm now with, and I joined in later that summer, so just kind of August. Very much just found a company and a job I really enjoyed, stuck with it. And so, yeah, we were a smaller company at the time, got acquired by Options IT in 2021, I believe it was. So now it's very much doing the same job I've been doing for the last 8-9 years. So just now a bit bigger, a bit more investment, a bit more opportunity. So yeah, in my case, it was less of a ladder and more just okay, we're here now.
Yeah.
Very much found a place, liked it, stayed.
Great to hear. And were there any specific skills or knowledge that you gained at University of Cambridge that you still use today?
Absolutely. So people watching this are probably familiar with the computer science course at Cambridge. We do a very varied skill set, and we had a lot of different kind of bits and pieces we sort of studied. And fair to say, several of them I no longer use in any form. They were quite esoteric and quite niche. But I think the big ones for me, the role I've kind of ended up doing is very much a sort of DevOps kind of system administration style role. And so I've used the networking knowledge a lot. I've used the operating systems knowledge a lot. So some of the more practical courses are kind of about the hands-on computer skills rather than necessarily coding or some of the more kind of pure abstract math side of things. That was very much the skills I've kept and keep using today.
Great, thank you. And would you be able to tell me a bit about your career goals when you finish university and maybe how they evolved over time?
So, like I said, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I very much joined and kind of went, okay, well, I'm now in an industry. I'll see if I want to stick this out for maybe 2 years, get a feel for what it's like working in a real environment. And then the goal was stay, do more of what I'm doing. I found I really enjoyed, there's a kind of whole sphere of the industry I didn't know about, this kind of system administration side. And I found very much I wanted to just pursue that and get more involved in that, which is something that I've then just sort of stuck with since then. Options recently started a kind of certification program for Red Hat Certified Systems Administrator, I think is the formal course name. So that's very much kind of now working towards those kind of certifications and kind of proving I'm actually good at the job I've been doing the last 8 years.
Yes, thank you. And what advice would you give yourself looking back on your experience from when you started university?
So I don't think I'd probably change anything in specific. If I was kind of giving myself the same advice to make sure I did kind of things the same way, I'd say don't forget to socialise. That's kind of a hard problem sometimes in university, particularly Cambridge, and some of the stereotypes are true. But I think some of the soft skills I picked up from, actually talking to people and actually kind of becoming friends and colleagues with various kind of my peers or my mentors in that state, I think those soft skills are actually really helpful as well.
Absolutely.
And not just kind of the more academic studying or the kind of expertise and knowledge I got from that. So I would say, yeah, don't forget to have fun is a very kind of an important thing, but do also study as well.
Yeah, don't let your
Before I
work
discourage
suffer.
anyone too much.
Yeah. And how important was mentorship in your career?
So formally, there wasn't kind of a, there wasn't a formal kind of mentorship scheme I joined when I joined the company. Informally, very much it was a case of I joined, I was assigned to a team. The person running that team did a lot of very hands-on training. They did a lot of kind of one-to-one teaching time, which is very similar to some of the experience I'd had during the university as well, so that was very familiar. We went through a downsizing a long time ago now for a few reasons, and I found myself second in command of a team of 2. So very much it was me and my boss just sort of going through, sort of building up all those skills and kind of learning how to run that team. So yeah, I think that kind of one-to-one training is very important, and that has been a huge boost for me in my career.
Thank you. And finally, what advice would you give to the University of Cambridge students considering a career with options?
Get stuck in and try to come in with an open mind, because one thing I'd heard people say, and I'd listened and I understood, but not really, is industry is messy. There's a huge difference of scale of things like you're working on your own projects or you're doing little open source coding jobs, and then you come into industry and you have to deal with all the kind of fun of a serious scale corporation. I mean, we're about 500 employees,
600 plus.
600 now, yeah, keep growing every day.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
with a serious chunk of that being, the technical side and kind of the development side. You get all the fun of the fair of things like you have to work out how to balance all of those people's workloads, how do you build a product that integrates correctly, all the stuff we kind of touched on in university and then did not do at scale in any form. We had a group project in second year that kind of started to highlight it, but it really, coming into industry is a whole different ballgame. You're going to learn so much, and more importantly, you're not going to know things going in. Accept it, go in, get your hands dirty, start learning on the job, and find what you like, and just try and pursue that as a career.
Be willing to learn, definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to sit with me today, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks.